Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a Pokemon Blue Randomizer, the first one I've ever done, actually. Um, so I wasn't really sure how I wanted to do this originally. I knew I wanted to do a randomizer of Pokemon, but I didn't know which one I wanted to start with, so I figured I'd go back to the first Pokemon game I played, which was Pokemon Blue. Way back when I was just a little one. Very small kid. I remember Pokemon came out and I begged my parents to get me one. And, begged my parents to get me one. And, they were like, okay, which one do you want? And I was just like, I don't know. Whichever one they got. Because I just wanted one. It didn't matter to me. And, turns out, it was Pokemon Blue. That was the one they had. That was the one my dad got me. And that was the first one I played. And I played the hell out of that game. For a very long time. Of course, I was a cool kid and I was kind of dumb, but I was really dumb back then, but can you blame me? I was just a little kid. But I will say, one of this is that I really enjoyed playing it back then. And though I played most of the other ones up until Fire Red or so, that was basically when I stopped playing Pokemon games. Because I just lost interest in the series after that. But when I heard there was a randomizer, and they said, well, you randomize everything, well, that just sounds like a fun little challenge to, go back and replay through and figure out everything. So I actually don't know about the seed. Everything should be randomized, all the items should be randomized, except for items you have to have. All of the Pokemon should be randomized, so I don't know what we got. Alright, we got a Geode. There's a Geodude. I always call it Geode. I don't know why. There's a Weedle. Okay, we're not starting with Weedle. Squirtle. Now, obviously Squirtle is one of the normal starters, so I'm not going to go with Squirtle because though it's a really good Pokemon, it's one of the normal starters, so it'd be Weedle or Geodude. I think I have to go with Geodude. Yeah, I think I have to go with Geodude because it's better than Weedle. No, don't give it any. So he's probably gonna take Squirtle, I imagine. No, he's not. Okay, then I guess it's set up so that I guess it's set up so that so it's automatic. So if you pick one, he's automatically gonna pick a different slot as opposed to by type. Which I guess makes sense because it doesn't understand that there's different. Doesn't understand that there's different types. I will say this: I'm glad we got Geodude. Now, I'll admit, one of the things I set for this randomizer early on was that it needed to have a Pokemon with 3 evolutions, or 2 evolutions. So that whatever we got starting out would have 2 more evolutions after whatever we started at. Which did limit the Pokemon pool a little bit, which isn't too bad. Ooh, okay, so what do we get? What are randomized? Okay. So apparently Dragonair is what we got for one of our randomizers. God damn it. Rap in the Gen 1 is the worst. Rap Gen 1 is you can't do anything forever. Yeah, whatever. We won. Extra experience. So thinking on it, depending on what level 3 Pokemon depending on what we got, we could have gotten like Oddish or Abra or something terrible. I mean, Abra wouldn't be terrible, but it would only have teleport, so I probably would have been a pain. But this is sort of a challenge. The idea is that we will, you know, try our best to get through the entire game with everything randomized, from gym leaders to Pokemon drops to items. Everything is random. We don't know what we're gonna encounter, which is, I think, it's a fun little challenge for me. Hopefully, it'll be fun to watch. That's kind of what I'm hoping. Goddamn, more Dragonairs. Now, I know for a fact that the way that the randomizer works is that every... Oh, goddammit. Every... How do you put it? Area, I guess? Or every route, or... Anywhere where there's Pokemon, or random encounters. There are a certain pool of Pokemon in every area. A certain number of Pokemon that can be encountered. Damn it. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so, like, for example, on the first route that we encounter, there's only 2 Pokemon that can be encountered. So, there's only 2 slots. Normal game, I think it's Rattata and Pidgey that are the 2 Pokemon that you encounter. So the randomizer will decide to take those two slots and randomize whatever you encounter. So rather than encountering Pidgey and... God damn it, stop rapping me. God damn it. I really don't want to die to this because the fucking... God damn it. Alright, where were we? Oh yeah, so... Normal would be Pidgey and Rattata. Because it randomized, we have Dragonair and one other we haven't encountered yet. So I don't know what it's going to be. God damn it. Okay, we're not going to fight this just because we're already weak and I don't want to... But can't escape, no. That's going to be the problem, is that Geodude is really pretty bad until, Geodude's pretty bad until you get Rock Throw. And then Rock Throw is pretty awesome. Alright, so let's heal. I will say this, one of the things that I liked about this growing up was I had a Game Boy Color. I didn't have a regular Game Boy. And I remember one of the advertisements on the back of the box was talking about the color of the game. So if you had a Game Boy Color, it was advertised both as Game Boy Color and normal Game Boy. So if you had a Game Boy Color, this is one of those games where it was one of the first that said, oh, it has color, you can play in color, there's going to be different colors depending on what the game is. And, you know, that was real interesting to me. And I remember that Pokemon Blue and Red had different color schemes depending on which game you got. And it might just be because I got Pokemon Blue before I got Pokemon Red. But Pokemon Blue always, I like the color scheme better. Because Pokemon Red's color scheme is red and green. It's sort of ugly, I think, but that just might be me. Alright, yeah. Now, I will say this, though Pokemon Red or Fire Red and Leaf Green are probably my favorites, I don't really need the town map, but we're gonna get it anyway. Give me the town map. I don't even need the town map. I know where everything is. I've played these games for too many years. Anyway, besides the fact that Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green are my favorites because they fix a lot of the problems that these games had. So like in Red and Blue, you can't refight trainers. So you only fight every trainer once, and then once you fight them, that's it. You can't ever fight them again. Which sort of made it a problem because at the end of the end game, you could only make money by I need to stop using controller for this. But you can only make money by fighting the Elite Four over and over again. So training Pokemon, you couldn't fight like other trainers, and other trainers give more experience than than wild Pokemon. So if you wanted to like grind up new teams and the like, there wasn't a lot of end game for this. Like, you beat the Elite Four and you'd be like, congratulations, you beat the Elite Four, and that's it. The end. There wasn't much of an end game. They fixed that in Gold and Silver, because after you beat the Elite Four, it's like, okay, now you can go and beat Pokemon Red and Blue again, which was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty awesome. Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, so the other Pokemon that spawned in Route 2 is Mewtwo. And I don't have any Pokeballs. Okay. Okay. Might have to come back and catch that. Just because. That's an interesting spawn. I don't know if we're gonna be able to catch that, with just Pokeballs. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's a funny story about Mewtwo, though. When I was growing up... Okay, let's buy Pokeballs. No, I should probably buy more than that. Okay, let's buy 10. Because I have a feeling we're going to be using them and messing up a whole lot. Anyway, funny story about Mewtwo. When I first played this when I was a little kid and I was dumb and didn't know anything, one of the things that I did is that once I got the Master Ball, got an Ether there. I think it's a potion in the normal game. It's a potion in the normal game. I don't know. Anyway, one of the things I was dumb, I didn't realize the Master Ball, you couldn't get more of them. So the first time I used the Master Ball was on Moltres, and I just never picked up Mewtwo in my first playthrough because I was a dumb kid and didn't realize that I couldn't. It wasn't until I played Pokemon Red that I actually saved it. Alright. Okay, so there's just a Mewtwo here. It already knows Psychic, apparently. And it's like super fast. So if it uses Psychic again, it's gonna kill me. So I'm just gonna throw a Pokeball and see if we can catch it. I don't think we're going to be able to. Pretty sure it counts as a no Swift. Okay. I might die here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch a Mewtwo. I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch a Mewtwo. Yeah. Okay, so it knows... Okay, so it knows... You healed? Yeah. So it knows... Psychic, Swift, and Confusion. I'm pretty sure Mewtwo's whole thing was that it didn't learn... It couldn't learn any new moves, it could only be trained with TMs. I really want that Mewtwo. I really do want that Mewtwo. I don't think we're going to be able to get it, but I would like it. It'd be kind of funny to go through the entire game with a Mewtwo. I will say one of the other things I want to do for this playthrough is to prevent me from, like, just waiting to get, like, all legendaries, because if they spawn, I would like to only catch 5 other Pokemon. So, whatever 5 I decide to get, those are going to be the ones I have to deal with for the rest of the game. And that'll prevent me from, you know, picking and choosing as we go through. So, we already picked our starter, and now we only have 5 other slots, basically. That's sort of my idea to make this a good challenge, I suppose. To make it so that I sort of have to stick to it, I guess, is what I'm saying. I sort of have to stick to the rules that I put forth. Now, what I'm hoping is that we can somehow level up enough that we can weaken the Mewtwo without actually, like, you know, without actually, like, killing it in one hit, and then use the rest to throw Pokeballs at it. I don't think you can catch it with a Pokeball, because I think it's technically considered a legendary. Actually, I don't think it's a technical thing. I think it's actually considered legendary. Considering this game only has 3 legendaries aside from Mewtwo. And I think Mew was in this game because it had like a sort of an early, like, what do you call it, like special release or whatever to say Mew existed. Although I will admit, one of the weird things I never understood was why Mewtwo is before Mew. Like in the numbering system, Mewtwo is number 150, but Mew is number 151, which I never understood, because you would think that Mewtwo, who's a clone of Mew, would be 151, because Mew came first. I don't understand. It's one of those weird things I never understood with the numbering, but, yeah, whatever. God damn it. God damn it. Oh well. I would totally catch a Dragonair, honestly, because there's really not that many dragon types this early on. There's Dragonair, and I think that's it early on. I think it's sort of one of the problems is, like, I guess it's supposed to be like they're rare, and thus harder to acquire, but despite the fact they're rare, they're just sort of like, there's so few of them that's wondering why there's a type of them at all. God damn it. It's a level 2 Mewtwo with the most powerful psychic move in the game, which I suppose is accurate. No, don't disable that move, I can't do anything. There's no moves left. Yeah, I know I have no moves left, I only have 1 move. Damn it. I struggled and immediately killed it. Struggle did more damage than Tackle did. I'm catching this Mewtwo. I'm gonna find a way. I suppose it would be I suppose it would be a bad idea to, like, on one hand I guess it would be kind of, I don't know if it'll learn any more moves, but I'm not sure if it really has to. So now we know all 4 moves that Mewtwo knows. Psychic Confusion, Swift, and Disable. I will admit this, one thing I never understood about this route is there are level 3 Pokemon, or under level 5 Pokemon, which if you remember later in Gold and Silver when you get eggs hatch at level 5, so... Alright, let's see if we can... I don't know if we're going to be able to catch it with a Pokeball. Let's keep doing that. So I don't know how you get Pokemon at level 3 if they hatch at level 5. God damn it. No way we're going to be able to catch this Pokemon. No way we're going to be able to use... God damn it. Stop that. I'm trying to catch you, damn it. Oh my god, we got a Mewtwo with the Pokeball. It's a genetic, that's all it is. Years of horrific gene splicing. No. Okay, so we caught a Mewtwo. Alright, there's our Psychic type for the rest of the game. Hello, Pokemon Center, I have a Mewtwo, do you mind? Don't ask me how I acquired it. Alright then, well now I'm gonna need to, do a bit of... No. Need a bit of grinding, probably off-screen, to, raise it up. But there's our first Pokemon for the rest of the game. Okay. I suppose I should check really quickly to see what else is over here. I know there's a trainer battle over here. I think they moved it for Pokemon Yellow, where he has an Eevee. Come on, there should be 3 or 4 Pokemon here. Oh! Hello, Water Rock type. I'm hoping it has more than Harden, otherwise it's gonna be... I really want a Kabuto because it's I prefer Kabuto and Kabutops over Omastar, personally. So it'll be a good water type. I guess we're gonna get all of our Pokemon. Get all of our Pokemon in Route 1 and 2. Alright, can you do anything other than Harden? You can Scratch. Okay. So that's actually not bad. So we can learn Water-type moves, which is good. What else we got? Magikarp. Well, we don't need a Magikarp. I suppose we could have, if we didn't have Kabuto, I might have considered getting a Magikarp just because of it turns into Gyarados, which is a pretty good Pokemon in Gen 1. It's not a Dragon type, I don't think. Maybe it is. I know it can use Dragon type moves. They're not disable. Oh well. Funny how it doesn't struggle. Oh no, it does struggle, okay. It just couldn't do it on the first. So, Magikarp and Kabuto, and there should be more. Should be at least one more, possibly two. I don't know if it's gonna drop. I don't know what the drop rates are, that's the thing. I don't know if if the randomizer changes the drop rates on the individual areas. I don't think it does. I think it just changes the pool of Pokemon that can spawn. Plus that is helping us grind up Mewtwo, so... Also, Mewtwo's like sprite from the back looks really awkward. I don't know, maybe it's just me. It looks really weird from... I will say what's one benefit is that in Gen 1, Special is one stat. So, Special Attack and Defense are the same stat. Which is pretty good. Because it means you don't have to worry about it. But it also means Pokemon like Bellsprout and the like are much better, I guess you could say. Porygon, okay. Okay, so the rarest Pokemon of all, almost, or at least the most expensive one, drops here. Okay. So we know that one spawns there. I never understood really I never understood Porygon as a concept. Like, you think it would be a rock type or something because it's made out of polygons? I know it's digital and everything, but it just seems like a really weird Pokemon idea. Especially because it doesn't evolve or anything, so it's just like an expensive one you can grind up. Although, to be completely honest, I did actually, in my original Pokemon Blue playthrough, gamble enough to the point where I could actually buy a Porygon. Took forever, but I did it. And I think actually, if I remember correctly, I might be wrong on this, but in the original Pokemon Blue, it was Porygon is the rare one in Pokemon Blue, and in Pokemon Red it was Dratini. Right? Maybe. I'm not sure on that one. Okay, I'm definitely going to do some grinding off screen. I'm just trying to see if there's a fourth Pokemon here. I don't think there is. So, in which case, there's no real reason to continue showing the grinding I'm going to have to do to get at least everyone up to level 10, I think. Granted, Mewtwo's going to be really easy to get to level 10. Mewtwo's going to be no problem. Yeah, that's not going to be an issue at all. Mewtwo is just super, super powerful. And I think his stats are going to be pretty awesome by the time he levels up all the way. So let's just heal up, and then I'll probably... Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're probably going to cut the episode Yeah, let's just cut the episode here. I'm gonna grind up a little bit, because we want to get everyone to at least level 10, I think. And once we do that, we'll have 3 Pokemon. We'll be able to go fight the rival battle, and then we'll get to continue. So that'll be next time. See y'all later.